Good morning, good morning. There we go. Sorry, Neil, you had to wait there. Sorry, everybody else. We just got into a bit of a discussion that we really had to just finish at the back end here. McTrying is here with me, and like I say, we just had to sort out something.
Good morning, Pete.
Okay, so, morning, Rob. We have got quite a bit to test today. All right, this is not going to be a flight for entertainment, so I'm warning you guys straight off now. We're probably going to look in this view more often than not. Okay, so just be aware of it. Okay, if you need coffee or something stronger or something to chew while you're sitting here, you know, make sure you've got all those things, you know. If you look at the actual changelog that's below the video, in the description below the video, you're going to see that Zibo worked on quite a lot of things, and it was interesting. Some of it obviously we know about, and some of it came into being because of Flight Deck to Sims test flight the other evening. Me and Zibo were watching it, and I was actually surprised because of one or two things he mentioned there, because I missed it. And I mean, I'm just human, you know, I don't always look in such detail, but he's obviously a real world instructor, so you know, he knows a little bit more than I do. All right, so Sam, sorry, let me finish one thing. I'm going to talk to you about Sam just now. Okay. Okay, so we're going to take off. We're going to, well, first of all, we want to test whether the breakaway thrust is fixed. Okay, Zibo did work on it, but according to Uncle John, it's not fixed yet. So I'm going to try it as well. When we are at idle, fully loaded, the aircraft shouldn't move when you remove the parking brake. That's going to be test number one. Test number two is hand flying to a certain level. I think here by Amsterdam, I'm going to fly it up to 5,000 foot or something like that, you know, just to get the feel of it. I just want to feel that it's okay. Then we're going to go to level change. Mac and I were talking about setting up a hold somewhere, and then in the hold we're going to use vertical speed to climb, and then we're going to switch to VNAV to do the climb for us. So manual, manual, into the hold, vertical speed, no, what did I say? It's manual, yeah, Mac, now I've confused myself. It's manual, vertical speed, level change, then VNAV. Okay, so I'll have to write it up, because now I'm going to confuse myself. Let's just put it here. Vertical speed, level change, manual starts at the top, manual, vertical speed, level change, and then VNAV. Okay, I've got the list. Okay, sorry for the confusion. Okay, so we're gonna go. I'll check it now. We'll look at the charts again just now, Mac, and we'll make a plan. Okay, but yeah, that's about the flow of it. So we're going to increase the automation. The higher we go, we're gonna do a hold somewhere. Okay, if need be. If we don't need it, we're also not going to do it, right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to do the reverse, obviously going down, descending again. All right, so that we can also check the VNAV path.
VNAV speed and path in the descent, yeah.
Yeah, hold a second. That means that my Windows changed my audio again. Give me a second, gents. Okay, how does that sound now? Is it better? Rob, my audio is set to 100% here in the mic, so you might have to just up your volume again, but okay, cool. All right. Thank you. Yeah, you guys must always tell me. I mean, I can't hear myself, so it's sad when I only hear it at the end, and we did the whole stream and it means nothing, you know. So cool. Okay, so that is in terms of Zibomod. That is what we're going to test. We're going to see also the engine spool up and spool down times. I'm not sure how much of it is implemented, but it is part of the changelog. That's one thing that Sam said in his stream the other night, that the engines is supposed to take 15 seconds to go from flight idle to the required, I don't know, 88%, whatever it was. Okay, so we're going to look at that, and yeah, we're just gonna have fun. Okay, and like I say, unfortunately, because it is a test flight, not an entertainment flight, we're probably going to sit like this most of the flight. Okay, so that's just part of it. Every now and then we'll take a breath and maybe do something like this, but it's going to be an optional thing. We're going to sit like this. We want to see the engines. We want to see, what's happening here. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's move on. That's it for the Zibomod. Let's talk about SAM, and let me show you what I did. All right, okay. Unfortunately, I don't have a tutorial for this, and this is really going to be up to you guys to go and sort this out on your own lonesome self. But resources, plugins, right, there you go. I switched over to OpenSAM because unfortunately, the Orbex stuff, for instance, there's other sceneries as well. They do need SAM. So you guys are going to have to go through the same, exercise I did, and you're going to have to move to OpenSAM. All right. Give me a second. My voice activation opened up here on me, and it's talking to all my websites and everything. Browser's going crazy in the background. Okay, it's closed. Okay, so this is it. You guys are going to have to investigate how to do that. It took me a fair couple of minutes to actually just read through the requirements, because there is a portion of your SAM. I think that's under custom scenery. Your SAM library need to stay, but you need to read the portions that needs to stay, and then set it up. Yeah, there's SAM library. Okay, there's certain pieces. There's your vehicles, your library, your jetways, but there's pieces that needs to be removed, and there's pieces that need to stay to make OpenSAM work. So unfortunately, you guys are going to have to go read a little bit, and you're going to, sort it out. Okay. I don't think there is an interface, Scotsman. There is no interface that I'm aware of, and maybe I'm just stupid. There's a user interface. Ha! That's the user interface. It's not SAM, buddy. It's just not SAM. But in terms of the follow me car, okay, I want to show you something else. Okay, I've been given 5 serial numbers for the new follow me car system that JarDesign made, and you can stand a chance to win one of the 5 if you come to the raffle. Okay. So let me show you quickly. This is the next bit of what I can show you. Hope you can see that. So there's your layout of your airport. That's me over there, and this is so cool. Just look at this. If we go to, we're going to use runway 18 left. Look, it builds the whole route for you automatically. And guess what's there? There's a follow me car. There's a follow me car. Right. So you can now drive behind your follow me car. It works in both the takeoff phase and after landing phase, to take you to your actual stand. So, the graphics. It was better earlier. You see, it's the EHAM. It's very harsh on graphics. It will probably come back later again. But anyway, Mac, look at it. Look how blurry it is. This X-plane is obviously compensating for VRAM or something now again. I don't know. But trust me, the actual car looks like this. That's the graphics. That's what it actually looks like. We had it that way earlier, but I suppose it's because of everything we've done already. The VRAM is a bit short or something. So Explain blurs it a little bit, but that's what it really looks like. Okay. All right, and then obviously you just, oh, there you go. Look, it just took a second to actually focus again. You see, the thing isn't blurred anymore. All right, and then let me show you the interface again. I've got a little keyboard set up. All right, you can clear it. You can actually build your own ATC route. Okay, so after landing or when you start taxiing, all right, you can see there, that little taxiway is Alpha 1 Alpha. So now you can click on Alpha 1 Alpha and it starts building it for you. We want to, for instance, I mean, if there are any Dutch guys, Rob, you guys know better than me. I don't know if we follow the inners or the outers to take off. I know there's a rule at Amsterdam, but let's say, for instance, I'm just going to give you an example. So we want to now go to the next one, all right? So we want to go on Alpha, right? So from Alpha, now we've got the rest. We can now decide where do we want to go. Let's see. Let's say Echo. I don't know. I don't see an actual echo. Maybe they're not connected there. There's something in between. Okay, so there's Alpha. There's still Alpha. Echo 1, maybe. Echo. Alpha, Echo 4. I don't know if that's going to help us. See, anyway, okay. Forget about that for now. It's the principle that counts. When you know the area, it's going to be way easier for you to actually build it. Or when the ATC actually gives you, where to go to or where not to go to. Once they give you directions, you can build the one following on top of another one. So I'm not sure. I don't know this area really well. I'm not sure how they will route you, but this thing is clever. This thing is really clever. So if you just tell it you want to go to 18L, look there, it builds it for you. So in this instance, it uses the outer taxiway. And this is why I said earlier, I'm not sure whether you use outer or inner for taxiing to the runway or from the runway. That there's a rule, okay? But this thing has made its route. And the follow me car will take you there. And the reverse is going to be the same. Once you land, we can use it again and we can see where we're going to. So anyway, I must actually leave it because we want to use runway 18 left. We'll leave it as that. So yeah, this, I'm not sure what the end selling point will be, but this is currently available for $9.99. Let's call it $10. You can actually buy the system from JarDesign. Okay, so it is there. One of those things. Mac, you're looking for me. There is Open Sam. Okay, yes, thank you so much. All right, give me a second.
Yeah, I've dropped you the link so that you could pop it in the text for the stream.
My wife just came to interrupt me. Thanks, Mac. Let me just copy this URL. Right, we've got to move on. My wife says I need to go and help her get her car back. That's an interesting thing. Some of you will know we spoke about her car and the catalytic converter the other day. There's been quite a dramatic change of situations and things. There you go. There's the OpenSAM link for you guys. In fact, while I am here, let me just put this FMC car. If you don't feel lucky and you want to buy it already, there you go. There's the FMC car thing. I'll let you guys know when we do the raffle for it, and then you guys can take a chance. Okay. But, okay, in the interim, let me get going. This is 22A. My wife is putting pressure on me again, so... did I do the dispatch correctly? Let me just check. See, she's putting lots of pressure on me. Right. Let's get going. This one we still need to change. This is a different aircraft, so let me just go to
ground flight deck hose disconnected and starting refueling.
Take off the water. Right. Load. Come on. How many more times must I click clear? 18 left. That one. Right, let me get my charts and stuff. Navigraph, where are you? Runway 24. ILS 24. Here, Razu. And this one. How's it, Artie? Good evening. Okay, legs.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Good stuff. Right, that's gonna take a second or two. Let's do the rest.
Just to go back to Open SAM, the last version released was 26th of December. Also pay attention, there's a version for X-Plane 11 and X-Plane 12. Don't confuse them.
Yeah, that's a good one. Right, okay. Just because we're gonna do kind of like a step climb thingy, let's keep it at that. Right. Okay, so we're going to start off manually. We're going to use heading select. From there on, we're going to use the vertical speed. I'll bug up as we need to. Okay, we're going to use vertical speed next. Then level change, then VNAV. Okay, so we're going to try and keep our heads straight doing all of that. Okay, so that is done. Right, ground services. We don't need better pushback. Hallelujah. Let's get on to the APU. Then we can let go of these guys. What is the temperature? 1 degree, but yeah. There's a bit of moisture in the air. Okay, but we don't need the de-icing at least, so that's fine. There's no ice or anything that we can actually see, but we just have to be careful. So there's 150. A fridge. Right, okay, so that's 150. We'll leave the trim and all those things for later. Right, okay, we'll just remove the jocks, why not? We don't need them. Alright, so this is not done on that side yet. Okay, and we do not have the correct QNH. EHAM 997. Okay. Ah. Saw the 7 and then my brain stopped. Okay, 5.5 will be the trim. Plus that, right. Lamp chops, you're making me hungry. Right, okay, so let's get going. Beacon light on. Maybe bleed on. Swing it. Jacob, no, we're too busy. We're too busy. That will come when he's ready for it. The VNAV was worked on, okay, but not specifically for your issue. It is more related to the path and things, okay, so it's not necessarily all the little green dots and things, but when Ziba's in a lull again, I'm sure he'll attend to that side of things. The whole project of getting the flight model ready, getting the flight model synced with the autopilot synced with the flight model, etc., etc., it's one hell of a job, hey? Right, there's the first one.
And appreciate that all this is done in people's free time, freely given.
Yeah.
So we have to bear with their life and their jobs and all the rest of it. Must admit the dedication that Zibo's shown to this project when you think it's, what, 8 years?
10 years this year. December this year, it's 10 years, yeah. So it's in the 9th year, going on 10 years in December. But it's not just him, mate. I mean, look at Twixter.
So that's dedication and...
Yeah. Yeah, no, well, look at Twixter, look at me, look at you. I mean, you, Paul, is kind of stepped back a little bit, but Mac Shibbit, man, we've been involved for years and years and years now.
Mm.
So anyway, back to business. Let's quickly see that we've got some joy. Brakes released. I'm just holding on to it for now, just stepping on the toe brakes. I'm going to make sure we get everything correct, so that can go off, that on. I think that's about it, sure. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a bit of a lag at some point when I move the camera through that area. It's okay, it's not that bad. Alright, okay, we've got all of that. Yeah, let's go. Now my yoke's not registering again. There we go. So Mac, I've set my MCP to 8,000 foot, okay, to give me like a visual cue not to go past that, okay. If I feel happy with the manual flying, I'm gonna anyway switch over to vertical speed before 8,000, but I was thinking up to 8,000 possibly manually, then we can do 4,000 or 5,000 in vertical speed, then we'll take 4,000 or 5,000 for the level change. If need be, we can then go into a hold if we really need to, but I hope we don't because of my wife. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use VNAV then for the last 10-15,000 foot, you know, just to make sure we cover all of them. Yeah, well, look, when this one comes out, after all the work that's done, Jacob, go test it again, because your report might be slightly different then, you know, just because of all the work, you know, that happens. So, yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Follow me's working anyway.
Yeah, it's really nice. Alright, the one thing I did not do, which I'm going to do now, is check the breakaway thrust. So that guy just has to wait for us. Okay, so we're at complete idle. There's no more inertia, no more extra momentum, nothing. We're standing completely still. I'm taking my feet off. Alright, it still creeps a little bit. See? Okay, so that's one test done and failed, so we'll have to report that one. There we go again.
Mind you, we've got no guarantee this part of the taxiway is completely level.
Flat, yeah.
You need to do the test in both directions.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty good answer you gave there. You're right. You're not wrong. But I mean, it looks fairly level.
It does, I agree. And Amsterdam's not a particularly undulating airfield.
Yeah, Eugenie already gave me my 5 numbers, so you're welcome to send me more, that's fine. But I already have my own ones as well. Thank you very much. If you do decide to continue and send me some, then we can share more of them. Oh, Ivo, yeah, thank you very much. Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah, thanks, Ivo. Yeah, I spoke to him. He gave me some more, eh? He was really nice about that. Thank you. If you want to send more, that's perfect.
I think the added bonus that I can see so far is it's not just a follow me car, it's giving you the ability to plan and organise taxiing from runway to stand, etc. as well.
And also it gives you the correct way to push back to, you know. So it shows you where your nose needs to point to. And you can test all of that. You can test all of that again when you have your version, then when this one is released, hey Jacob. No, it's not integrated into the Habitat, no. We can always ask Zibo if he wants to put it there. I mean, ask is free and no is free as well, but he might consider it. I don't know. You see, the thing is that the problem comes in it's payware. You know, Zibomod doesn't really integrate payware because of the whole idea of the project being a free project. But we can always ask. The other thing is, when you have this thing, let me just get it on the screen again, you can always pop it out. You just click those buttons over there at the top, you know, and poof, it sits outside of Explain, and you can put it on any monitor anywhere you want, you know. Jacob, the big problem with that I see is that my yoke and your yoke is not exactly the same. All right, every yoke is slightly different, so yeah, it's going to be very difficult to get there, but you know, it should be reasonable. Sorry, Scotsman. Okay, well, we're almost there. Look at this guy. He's really helpful.
Approaching 2-7.
I'm not used to winter ops. I'm sorry, guys. I was supposed to have that on. It's good enough to have it on now. We'll just run the engines a little bit, make sure we're okay, and then go. It's like it's wet over here, eh? Look, it's like there is some moisture here on the ground. Didn't have it on the other side. Yeah, Arthur, makes life much easier. Right, so I think that's about our holding point. Not sure what he's going to do now, if he's going to go and use the runway to get out of our way, but that's it. Or if he's just going to disappear. That's the other thing. I don't know what he's going to do.
It'd be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. All right, so 1, 2, 3. There goes the flaps. We'll keep an eye on him. Set our trim quickly. It's 5.5. All right, transponder on, and let's just flick our frequencies. I don't need an ILS frequency now. Okay, flaps 5 is green light. We're going to do a manual takeoff. Take it from there. Let's just get into position there.
Approaching 1-8 left.
No, he just turns around and goes the other way. Ta-da, bye-bye. That's so cool. That is so cool.
On runway 18 left.
Right, I'm just gonna do a slight run up quickly. We won't take it all the way to the 30-second mark. We'll just make sure it works. Oh God, let's go. Okay. I'm having to use a bit of rudder to try and keep steady here. Tailwind's working on this. This is not a fighter pilot, a fighter jet. Okay. Gonna hand fly it a little bit. We are not in LNAV, and I think that could be why we're not following our flight director, or the flight director is not following the path. So let's just move over there. Yeah, I haven't trimmed it yet. It is very nose uppish. I've held it down now. Yeah, there you go. Now it's better. It's kind of caught up with the speed. Okay. Right, yeah, the nose lifts quickly if I don't trim it. Let's trim it a little bit, get some speed back. Okay, well, it's not difficult to fly. It's just, you know, just got to keep the eye on the ball. There you go. Right, okay, well, it feels nice. It feels nice. One thing I needed to do was just not be as aggressive. I was a little bit aggressive there in the first turn and also in the first pull. So, I mean, now that I've got the hang of it, I can tell you one thing, it's very easy to fly. It is heavy. You can feel it's heavy. It's the way, well, closer to what it should be. You know, it's not a bit special, so I'm happy. Now it's a question of just trimming for the speed. Okay, so that's cool. Now what we want to do is we just want to give it a reasonable climbing. I don't want to climb all that much. We're almost at 8,000 anyway. Okay, so it's going to... Oh, I don't have my autopilot on, so it means nothing. Let me just go and put that to 12,000. See, didn't think what I was doing there. Didn't have all my ducks in a row. So we're going to just quickly go to there, like 12,000. Okay, let's make it 3,500 foot climb. We can bug up our speed a little bit. Morning, Uncle John.
How did you get on with your handbrake, Dicker?
No, it's still creeping slightly.
Correct. That's all I needed. That's why I popped it. Just see if you got the
Yeah, I got the same.
Thank you.
No
Enjoy
worries.
the rest of the flight, sir.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ugh, that's harsh. These 12,000. We'll let it settle and get the speed, and then we're going to go level change, or let's say another 5,000, and then VNAV. We'll give it 6,000, then we're at 18, that's fine. just taking away all the bars, because with the sun you can't see what's happening at the top here. That bar is in the way. So it's fine. Alright, level change. There you go. Lights off, gear is up, flaps is up. I think my runway turn-off lights might still be on. Just keep them off as well.
Is level change a bit aggressive there for flying?
No, not really. No.
Airspeed's dropping back.
Yeah. What happened was it went over speed, over where the bug was set. Okay, and then it had to lift the nose quite a bit to bleed it off, and I think it might have just gone, you know, just ever so slightly too far, but you know, it's recovering. I mean, the big thing now is it is managing it, you know.
Could be. Try setting it to 250 and see what settings now. Because we're above 10,000.
Yeah, might as well go 270 then. Push it a bit. So it lowers the nose very quickly, and it's going to have to accelerate a little bit there before it starts climbing. So you can see the VSI is coming down. And then you're going to see it pull back the nose quite a bit when we get to speed. In fact, you know what, I'm going to just push this up to 20. Give us a little bit more room to operate in. There, the nose starts lifting slowly, 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 and then it goes. There you see. Only Zibo will know what he's looking for in all of this, so that's why I'm zooming in on this like I'm doing Mac. Making sure he sees what he needs to see. Once we hit 20, we'll go VNAV. I actually think the biggest complaints were on the descent Mac, not so much the ascending side of things.
That's why I think he's put VNAV speed and path. I think it's more
coming down instead of going up,
Yeah.
Right, so now we're on VNAV. Okay, so we don't need to go into hold, Mac. We've done the first bit. Now it's getting ready for the descending bit. Doing it in the reverse.
Struggling for altitude at the moment.
Yeah, but it's not at speed yet. It will only start to climb at speed. So.
So,
We're still at 67.2 tons, Mac, as well. looks like 4.
That yoke's pretty steady, given you've got crosswinds. Well, mind you, virtually no speed in it.
There's virtually nothing. Uncle John is complaining that he says he's rocking his back, but he's got 110 knot wind, His heading is 311 and the wind is coming from 267. So it is from, you know, the one side. It's not side on, but it is slightly skew, you know. And he's not happy about it. Morning, jet power. But that's why I'm flying like this, so we can see what happens on my side, because my sides are rock solid.
Right, how far we got to go to top of descent?
.198 nautical miles. Mac, one of the things I need to do is just try and fly manual now as well. I want to see the trim, and now the dog is caught up in my cables for my headset. Shame. That was funny. She's trying to get off and she can't because she's caught up. What I want to do is I just want to take the autopilot off, and I just want to see what happens when to the nose, you know, see what happens.
Well, we've got plenty of time to mess.
Yeah, so there you go. Autopilot is now off, and ever so slightly it is dipping, and then we should get into that kind of a yo-yo effect. I just want to see how big the yo-yo effect is. This dog wants to get on my lap with everything in her fiber, eh? She does not want to be down there. Go. Go. Now we're starting to lose a bit of altitude now, eh?
Yeah, we're outside limits. And it's not throttling up either.
Now it's throttling. Now it's throttling. See, I pulled hard on it now, Mac.
It's slow there to recover, wasn't it?
Yeah, it took a while, eh? See, now only Zibo and Twixter and the real pilots will know what the yo-yo effect really should look like. So I'm hoping that what I did here gives them some indication, you know? Just something. This bit command back on. Arthur, I have a question for you. Here in South Africa, the sun has changed dramatically, right? When you go out in the sun, it doesn't only warm you up, it literally burns you. Okay, it is like extremely hot when you're in the sun. And the moment you go into the shade, you get cold again. There's no ambient heat. There's nothing around the sun. When you're under it, you die. When you're out from under it, you get cold again. Do you have the same nonsense there as well now?
Remember, you said you've had a lot of bad weather lately, so
yeah, it's been terrible.
The ground is going to be predominantly colder than it usually is.
Yeah, because it keeps on getting water on it, you know, it keeps on
evaporating and cooling, yeah.
But still, Max, I've never experienced anything like this. It's like that thing is burning 100 degrees warmer. You know, you go out, it scorches you. You go under the shade, you want the jersey again. You know, you don't know what you want. Early mornings, early evenings, and through the night, it's cold. It's really, it's stupid. It's unbelievable how the weather changed.
I get what they're saying about climate change, but we have to accept that the planet doesn't stand still. It's always evolving, isn't it?
Yeah, there's many theories about all of this, Mac. I tend to just sidestep most of the stories, but something changed, something's happening, and it's uncomfortable.
Right, Nico. I think it's time to turn auto throttle off.
Just check something. I think we confused this aircraft a little bit. It thinks we're in the descent already.
Because it went outside limit on...
Yeah. Just make sure we're back on track. There we go. Alright, because it was complaining about, not giving us the right distance there. Okay, you want auto throttle off?
Right. Throttle back to flight idle.
And then run it up. Let's see. Oh, I need to go fetch it first. There we got control over it now. Let me see how long it takes to spool up.
Let the aircraft slow down a bit. I wouldn't go much below 7.4.
Okay, then we push it. Yeah, it's still too fast. It's still too fast. That needs to be altered still a little more. Thank you for reminding me about this test. It's definitely too fast, yeah.
Yeah, you need to let it speed back up again now. The aircraft's slow.
I'll put the auto throttle back on, it'll sort itself out just now.
Yeah. And it's starting to cruise. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start just prepping for the descent now.
Anybody else got any thoughts of tests that we should do, given what's happened?
Mac, I don't really have time for much more. Hello, Kuran.
No.
Yeah, so I can give suggestions, but I'm not necessarily going to do it because with my wife in the background, yeah, I'm now pressed for time again.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't give two shits about us streaming and what the Zibomod does or doesn't do, eh?
No.
Yeah. Let me tell you the quick story what this is all about. Some of you will remember we spoke about the car and the catalytic converter getting stolen, right? So I fired the old garage that used to service it and we found someone else. He's looked at it, he's installed a mini cat and he's also repaired all the welding damage and the shoddy work the previous people did, okay? And give me a second. Anyway, okay, that's her again. She's got all kinds of things she wants to do. But anyway, okay, coming back to the story, right? So the new garage did the repairs. They fixed the welding problems. They fixed the exhaust. They installed this new mini cat thing. So the car is driving brilliantly. You have no idea. It feels like a new car. Whatever these guys did, they did an absolutely stunning job. But the pollution sensor on the exhaust, a light came on again, and so we took it back yesterday, and the guy said he's going to clean it. He's got some other special tools to do that. And this morning they phoned and said, yeah, you can come and collect your car. The sensor is now registering correctly. But here's the but. If the light comes on again, it means the sensor is damaged, and we'll probably have to replace it, and etc. etc. Right. So now we need to go there at 12 to fetch the car all of a sudden, but my stream is going to go past 12. So I just told her that she must take one of the other cars, because we've got others. She can take one of them, and me and my son will sort out her car, because then I don't have to be under pressure to have to switch off the stream and run away now. So that's the end of that story. And by the way, it cost 3,000 rand for the whole job instead of 40,000 or 50,000 rand just for the catalytic converter. So someone somewhere is making a little house full of money because people are ignorant and they don't know how to just do it differently. You know, so we live and learn.
Yeah, there's the other thought, the mini cat might not be capable of cleaning the air sufficiently, maybe.
No, this is specifically made for this car. They've got different models. They've got different models. See, it's obviously not an agent-provided model, which is 50% of the cost. You understand? I mean, the guys, once you buy a badge name, you pay. You know, so whoever made this, I don't know, some Hongkonese, Chinese company, I don't know. You know, they obviously have a different way of doing things. So, Mac, the big thing is that we need the petrol consumption to be better, because it's just costly at this point in time. And then the other thing is, you'll never be able to get the car through a test if you sell the car without that thing being fixed. Now, the actual sensor itself, just telling you that the CO2 or whatever the hell it's measuring isn't up to standard, actually doesn't do anything. The catalytic converter and the way it works is more important. But just because the light comes on, it's obviously something in your eyes the whole time, you know, it's just a pain in the ass. So as long as the light can go off, you know, I'll take side cutters and I'll cut the wire if I have to, you know, just to get rid of the bloody light. Because at the end of the day, it's not gonna, it doesn't change the actual working of the engine or the fuel or anything. It's just, it's telling you that it's reading something it shouldn't, you know, and that is quite possibly not because it's detecting a problem, it's just because it's faulty, you know. And if they turn around and say to me, oh no, that's going to be 10,000 rand, I'm not spending 10,000 rand to get this stupid light off. Nobody's going to open the hood and go underneath the dashboard to find a wire that's been disconnected. And that's kind of where I'm at this point in time. I couldn't give two stuffs anymore. It's the amount of money we spend on this car is just ridiculous. But we'll see how it goes. I obviously don't want to do it, you know, a wrong way, but we'll see. No, you can't. It's in the dashboard. You'll have to break the actual dashboard screen to get to it. You know, it's just Somewhere there's going to be a little wire you can just unplug.
How far to top of descent, Nico?
89 Mach.
Because we haven't got the time or the space here to do it now. People were saying that at 60 tons, the higher, like 38, 39, 40, 41,000 altitude wasn't working
Yeah,
as
well,
they thought it should.
there's no space to do that at this moment.
No,
So.
no, I accept that.
We're just going to do the basics and make sure that...
Yeah, no, what
it works.
Zibo asked them to do then, yeah, agreed. Not so much the tweak to the flight model, more the code associated with it is the update. Regarding engine performance and things like that. The descriptions of what's been done is in the section below in the Skymatix info.
If you just click on show more under the video, it's there. You can have a look. It's just under the video. What do I need now? Oh yes, the weights. Might just get colder, we'll leave it as that altitude. That's a significant change. Okay. Right, so we're doing VNAV first, then level change, then vertical speed, then manual. Just have to make sure what you guys can see on stream, because that's what Zibo's also going to see.
What's your descent speed, Nico, set at? In the FMC?
Yeah, I'm going there. Can you see? 0.774 and then 240.
Right, 774. Oh. So it hasn't got to decel much before top of descent, that's what I was getting.
Yeah. Just very slightly.
so it'd be interesting to see how it transitions from top of descent.
Yeah. Because that seems to be a pain in the butt for a lot of guys.
Bit more of a crosswind now, Nico, but
it's got its moments on the pendulum, Mac. It is so small.
Yeah.
It's insignificant.
Oh, it's looking good. The other thing at the moment, Nico, is the N1 is not quite certain that's realistic.
I'm not looking at the numbers, Mac, because I don't know what the numbers is supposed to be. That's why I'm videoing it this way so Zibo can see. You know, I mean,
Well,
Tim,
I'm
whoever
just
needs to see
pointing
it.
out
Yeah.
that it's varying between 90 and down to about 81, 82 I've seen.
Well,
And that's how it's controlling the out at the moment from the looks of it.
yeah, that is obviously why we need to do the test, and Zibo needs to see it because it's part of the test. Yes, Jacob, seems so. That's why we're doing the testing, so Zibo can see it. Yeah, it is, and that fluctuation, could be part of the issue we have with N1. I don't know, man. Zibo needs to see this. We'll leave it in his hands.
My feeling is that the engine RPM should be more stable. It shouldn't be the out that changes, but the aircraft speed slightly.
It's all part of the balancing act, I think,
Yeah, exactly. But I need the input from a real pilot to...
I think it's the engine that affects the vertical speed at this point in time, because the more power you have, the more the nose is going to lift. The less power you have, the more the nose is going to dip.
Yeah.
Oh, there's your transition.
And that was smooth.
Yeah. But now, one of the complaints I saw was, one of the guys said, look, we're going low below the path. See, and then it starts catching up again. So maybe that, and again, that's for the real guys to say, maybe that is not right. I don't know. For me, it makes no difference.
But it's a lot less than it used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
But we've also seen that when you fly a proper published route, it also behaves differently to when you make your own monkey route in the jungle, it's totally different. I mean, when we flew there from Whitehorse or to Whitehorse there in Canada, I mean, we totally lost the plot because it just, the way it calculated was just completely wrong at that point in time. So.
So what's the descent rate set at in the FMC?
3329.
No, the speed.
Speed, hold on. Not the vertical speed. 774.
274. Yeah, see, it's a bit slow at the moment.
Yeah. So that is not corresponding at all.
It's not recovering that 274.
It's yeah, but you see, wait. It is on 262 and it is on 262. But the Mach speed is not right. Yeah, the Mach speed is not.
Well, you're below the Mach limit now. You're running on the Mach.
Yeah.
So that's fine, I would say. Mind you, what's the transition altitude from NOx to Mach?
I don't know, Mac. As far as I know, that depends on your atmospherics, but I can't tell you.
Exactly, and my thoughts were that was slightly
lower,
because we were above 30,000 feet then.
I thought it was around 27, 28, but
yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
It changed very early.
Yes. I'm just asking questions and raising comments.
No, that's fine, Mac, because you spot things, I spot things, and together we can tell Zibo a lot of things and show him things. So if you guys on stream see something you don't like, you must please put it down so Zibo can also see it.
When are you going to enter vertical speed, Nico?
Mac, let's start there by 25, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, it should be cool. It's interesting that vertical speed and that vertical speed also don't correspond.
Oh.
It's totally not the same.
3, 4, 1. And you're on par at the moment. Look at me.
See, it's basing. No, I can't really say that. Sorry, I was going to say it's basing it on that waypoint. So there's going to be a jump somewhere, but I don't think it's basing it on that. I just noticed that's where like there's a altitude constraint. But anyway, again, that's why we show it, so the guys that know better can go and fix it. Lifting it to 2000, then we should run under it, and then we reduce it again and go over it and then chase it again. There's 2000. Slowly but surely we're moving away. You can see it's increasing, the deviation there. Start braking soon. There's 25. Let's bring it back to 12. We should have done the level change first, Mac. Just thinking out loud. Coming down in steps of automation, VNAV level change, vertical speed manual. doesn't matter. Here we are back on path.
Right,
Let's go level change.
20,000, don't change.
I'm already changed it. Sorry, Mac, I was just too quick.
No, fine, yeah, carry.
The spoilers is not being used, and I don't like using spoilers above 10,000 foot, but if it runs away, then yes, I will definitely pull it. I'm not shy to pull the spoilers, promise you.
Where was that restriction, Nico? Did you say 8,000?
No, 4,000 at PR 531. That's how I read it, Mac.
Okay. I'm going to say put a restriction in on that other one, the next waypoint.
Yeah, no, it's not necessary, Mac. Look, there's the chart. I actually don't even see a restriction, so that could be a calculated value that it wants us.
No, there's a 4,000
I
there.
see it now. I see it. Sorry. I notice it now after I started talking nonsense. So yeah.
No, what I should say is, this next waypoint, what's it saying it should be at?
Which one? Are you speaking about this PR 516?
Yeah.
Well, 262 at flight level 137. That's calculated.
137. Right.
And then
Put
it goes
in there
down.
1,000. Right. Put in there hard 1,300. 13,000.
Okay, but then we're going to be so way out of that VNAV path, it's not even funny.
No. Yeah. Put a hard figure in close to what it is.
Okay.
That's it. Now, what I want to see, now set your MCP out to 13,000. Because it should level off then, shouldn't it?
Yeah. See, now I'm going to pull my speed brake because now we're high. See, now we need to chase.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to do, to see if it would, what it would do.
Gotcha.
But you're still virtually on path, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. And it helps to pull the speed brake in this instance.
And you're still above your transition altitude to get your speed back and all the rest of it. And then you can do your manual flying, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. We'll, as we get closer, we'll do that. You see, there is a jump. Now, I want to go and see the conditional waypoint, if any. Oh, come on. I don't see one. Yet it's jumping. That's interesting. Oh, it's probably because of the bypass. That's why it's jumping.
Yeah,
that's why the vertical speed's jumping. Okay, so if we go like that, our up speed. Then it should start to normalize itself, because then just need to slow down. So let's pull the speed brake again. And the calculations will become easier and better as we get closer. Oh, now I need to come down again, Mac.
Yeah. Right, now you're in the approach area. Shut up now.
Yes, I'm jumping between the modes now like an idiot. It's still a good test. Let me sit up right now and get ready. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen.
Take it 211 is flap up speed, isn't it?
Yes. Wow, look outside. You can't see anything. Ooh, crap.
But you've got the weather radar and nothing showing.
Yeah, nothing's showing.
Nothing fast. What's your outside temperature?
Mac, now you ask me. It's -2. We've got engine anti-ice on, so we'll just check the wings just now. I just need to quickly just set up the HUD if I do need it. I hated this thing for a long time, but all of a sudden I kind of like flying with it when I have to. It's nice on the landing at least. Right, so we are at 115. Now you're talking nonsense. 1158, enter. Length 3715, and we have a 3-degree glide slope, so that's fine. Flaps 10. Speed brake is on. Let's see if it will last. So Runway 24. That's our runway, yeah? That's our runway. It's not great. Fog. What is RVR here? 75 meters. Okay, so we can do Cat 3. There's no minimus for Cat 3. So we're not setting anything. I like my new view so I can see the wings better. See the ice on the windscreen already.
That's what raised my question about how solid air temperature.
Yeah, there's the ice.
Especially if the temperatures are slow and you got fog. That's freezing fog.
And we're okay again. Ja, nee. I'm not sure it's a wise idea to actually hand fly it now, unless we want sports, you know, but we might as well just keep it on Cat 3 now. Yeah, we're too far out still. I want to get a bit closer. We're only 10.8 nautical miles. Well, we are 10.8. It's a bit far off. I don't want to give it too much wing surface to attract ice, because we're probably going to need this thing again. Yeah, this is crazy. I was speaking to Zibo the other day, Mac, about the gradient of visibility of the snow or the ice on the wings. And it will be super if you can actually see, you know, the intensity of it, the actual build up, you know, because right now it's just the on and off. And it's not really realistic. All right, yeah, we're going down, we're going down. Zibo gave me a smiley face the other night when we did that auto land. I sent him his score, you know, all the little stars, 5 stars for approach, 5 stars for landing. So I at least got a little smiley face from him. I said to him, you landed it very well with your code. Looks like we're in it again. Amazing. Alright, how far are we now? 6 nautical miles. We'll wait for 5 and then by 4 we'll be in landing configuration. There's the flash. Keep it on. It's amazing, an amazing piece of kit. Oh, by the way, I see Coffee Tea sent an update of the HUD to Zibomod. I'm not sure, he didn't mention that it's in here already. But there was an issue about the runway length.
Approaching 24.
That is fixed.
Interesting. That's one question to ask. See.
400.
Yo.
300. Approaching decision height. 200.
There's the lights.
Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh crap, can't see. Oh, that shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen on landing.
Did that happen automatically or
yeah,
not?
no, automatically. I'm gonna have to see. There should be a setting on it. Show map after landing. See, that must be off.
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. Can you imagine? It's like getting a blue screen of death on your displays, you know. It's wrong time.
Yeah, definitely. That's an error, in really, because that would never be relevant.
Sure, but I mean, I had to actually just read through the settings and I didn't, you know, so it's kind of my mistake. I mean, the setting is there to disallow it to happen, you know, so.
Yeah, but I would have said that you need to come to a stop on landing before it shows.
Yeah, correct. That's also true.
You cheating here.
Shh. It's my wife's fault. The tyrant needs me, so I need to make a plan.
On runway.
Little
2,
Napoleon.
no,
on runway. 2,
yeah.
4.
We'll blame it on the map showing up. You weren't able to plan the high-speed exit.
Yes. I'm amazed for a lawyer like her, you know, she sometimes just amazes me how she just loses the face of reality for a moment when she's in that middle of what she wants. But I still love her, you know, one of those women things. Oh, you know what, we are still on the autopilot. That's why it's going left, right, because it's countering my steering. The autopilot was still on because of the auto land. Okay, so now do this. Right, so there we are. And we want to go to... I really don't know where I want to go to. I don't know the bloody airport, but let's just guess. Okay, that's... I don't know. Let's go to 55. Let's go to stand 55. Why not stand 55? All right. There's the car. I can get used to this guy showing me where to taxi, Mac.
I can
promise you.
understand that.
Yeah, it's so much easier using this guy than any of the other tools they've ever tried to implement in this simulator. Yeah, but look at the visibility.
I must admit, that's pretty realistic, the fog and everything.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Is this default scenery in this airport, Nico?
As far as I know, Mac. I don't have much scenery for Explain 12. I got to a point where I realized I just can't keep up buying these things anymore, because you need to buy them or upgrade them and buy again, and I just left it.
Agreed. Unless it's an airport you visit a lot.
Yeah. Like Dublin. I mean, you have to have Dublin, and you have to have, Stansted. Those are my two big ones, but
Approaching 1, 2.
the rest, nah.
Yeah, I was wondering, because when you followed the follow me out, it followed the centre line.
Yeah.
Whereas here, it's driving slightly to the left. And
I'm not sure what
I'm
that
not
is
saying
about.
it's right or wrong, but I was just wondering where there might have been variances or whatever.
Arthur, yes. You see ATC route over there? You can build your route. So you can literally decide which route you want to take. And then depending on what you choose, you can then get the next layer. So from there on we go to Juliet, and then from Juliet we go to the next thing, and then you'll see, look at the top, it builds the route for you the way the ATC gives it to you. See? So it's very neat. It's I almost went the wrong way, I think. Where are you? Where do you want to go? Oh, did I confuse it now? Sorry. Let's go back. Just clear it, and let's just go find our stand again. What did we say? 57? 55. Yeah, okay, you can't click on there, so we need to go to 55. All right, there he goes again. He said I confused him. I do apologize, Mr. Woman, whatever you are. How's it, Krister? This thing works really nice, eh? It works really nice as long as you don't interfere with it. And the fact that you can build your own route as the ATC gives it to you, it's awesome. It's really nice. Yeah, I think Look, don't go buy it immediately. We have 5 licenses that we're going to raffle off, and if Ivo comes through, we'll have another 3 or 4. Okay, so we're going to try and let you guys win, you know, this thing like we did the other day, you know, with the FMC thing, that piece of software, you know. So if you want it, you can enter it. If you don't want it, don't enter it. And if you want to buy it, by all means, it's going to cost you $10 US. Go buy it. You know, I personally think I'm going to use it much more at the larger airports. You know, if I know where I'm going, I don't need it. But if I'm at the big one like Amsterdam or Brussels or one of these places where even this one where I'm completely unfamiliar with what's, you know, happening at the airport and the taxi systems, I think it will be a great addition, you know, to my little arsenal I've got over here.
Yeah,
What?
probably more beneficial to invest in this than perhaps specific scenery, the airport that you don't visit often.
Exactly. There you go. Thank you, Mr. Driver, Mrs. Driver, whoever you are, and Mr. showing us the little polls there. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Now I need to go and try and redeem myself because she's angry. I'll let you know if I survived. You'll see another stream sometime.
Thank you very much, Nico, for the
Cheers,
stream,
Mike.
and hope you find that beneficial, Ziba.
Yeah, Ziba, I hope it works for you. Tim, if you watch it, you too. We'll talk later, guys. Cheerio. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.